Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Deja Vu and I'm going to be bringing you the 4th set from the Shannon Brank Proleague 0809 WeMade Fox versus Air Force Ace in the round 4, week 4. Air Force Ace has a chance in this game to actually take this entire match down, and that will give them their second victory in this week. First, they already took down Eastro a few days ago, and now they're trying to take down WeMade Fox. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential here, and we're gonna see Casey for Air Force Ace. I'm not a huge fan of Casey, but among their Terrans, they don't really have much else to choose from per se, so they are gonna throw out Casey. He is 48% overall. Actually, Zerg is his best matchup, and he will be playing against Zerg and Roro. Versus Zerg, he's 60%, so that is pretty darn good. So yeah, maybe he'll disappoint me a little less today as he goes against a Zerg player in a favorable matchup. And Roro is kind of a new player. He hasn't been around forever, but he's 20 and 26, which gives him about 43%. Versus Terran, he's straight up 50%. This map is going to be Outsider. We are going to have Roro here at the 12 o'clock position, and Casey at the 6 o'clock position, and then the 9 o'clock position start base will be empty. So far, this map has been a 67% favored Terran versus the Zerg and versus the Swarm, if you will. And yeah, we'll see what Roro comes up with. Clearly, if he's got a map disadvantage, I mean, not a ton of games have been played. I think at this point there was only like 6 games or so played on this TVZ style. But yeah, if there is a map disadvantage, we'll see how Roro tries to overcome it. And I think he's actually going to be sending his Overlord to the wrong position to start. Unfortunately enough for him, he will not be getting the correct start point. And one of the interesting things about Outsider that you can do, especially benefits Zerg players, is that for your back base, instead of, it's a mineral only to start, but if you sneak a probe or an SCV or a drone or whatever through, a worker through, you can actually, it'll be on the other side of a mineral line, so it'll be kind of in a dangerous position. Actually, Casey going for a proxy Rax here. We'll see if this is going to be a dedicated proxy build, or if it's just going to be, yeah, we'll see if there's a second Rax that goes down, or if it'll just be a simple one Rax, build a few Marines, and see if he can do. But yeah, this is definitely going to be at least somewhat of a cheese build. But yeah, on Outsider, you can definitely go behind that mineral line, make it a mineral plus gas, or you can even make it a double gas back there, which is kind of interesting. And Zerg players do like to do that. Hi, hello. She did not cover her face. Good. I'm glad. And yeah, we'll see what these players decide to do. He comes sending out a couple of drones now. I don't think he saw this. Yeah, did he see this? No, I don't think he did. And yeah, it looks like he's going to throw down a hatchery here, and then he's at his natural expansion here in the front of his base, which could be really, really, really bad for Roro. This could be a real problem versus an 8-rack proxy build. You do not want to be going 12 hatch, but that's what he decided to do. And this SCV is going to try and usher the drone away. Is the drone going to see it? I don't know. I can't tell if the drone saw it or not. I don't see any sort of response from Roro, so I don't think it's saw it. I mean, there's the spawning pool, and he's going for the extractor, but I cannot tell. Oh, here's the first person for Roro, and he did not see the proxy Rax. He did not see it. This is going to be huge. SCV's coming off the line for Casey. I think he might be going for the, yes, SCVs are going to be attacking too. This is going to be awesome. SCVs are going to come in. Marines are going to come in. This is going to be a big time attack here. Dedicated cheese build here. Casey is going in. He's going right into the natural here. This hatchery I highly doubt is going to be allowed to come in. Drones coming in off the line to try and deal with this, but there's already 2 Marines, and there's going to be a bunch of SCVs. This is going to be so bad for Roro. I don't think he's going to be able to take this down. This is probably going to be really, really ugly for him. One drone already goes down. There's an equivalent number of SCVs to drones that came off the line, and a bunker has been started here at the natural. That bunker is going to go up, and there's no way that Roro's going to be able to take it down. That bunker is almost going to bleed. Roro is in such huge trouble right now. He doesn't even have a spawning pool complete yet. He does cancel the hatchery, which is definitely a good idea, and Casey doesn't even bother to finish the bunker. He's just going to keep moving right into the base. Come on, move up the ramp. Yeah, he moves up the ramp. He sends a bunch of his SCVs home, taking his own gas just in case somehow this doesn't work. He's going to make sure he gets an advantage. And Lair actually started up already, but he doesn't have any creep colonies or anything. I don't know what Casey's doing, why he doesn't just get in there. He looks like he has enough SCVs and Marines, but I guess he was afraid of these Lings. He had 3-4 Marines and a few SCVs there. He should have been able to, I guess he didn't trust his micro or something. I mean, he really should have trusted his micro to try and do some more damage, but I guess he's just going to try and play it safe. He does definitely have a huge advantage, and we'll see what he decides to do with his advantage here. He is running back home, and he's probably going to have to lift, yeah, he already lifted off his Rax. He should be able to beat the Zerglings home, but yeah, just playing it safe here. We'll see what he decides to do. And already, yeah, the Marines are already on the top of the ramp, and there's a couple SCVs there ready to block. There's no way these Zerglings are going to be able to do anything. There was a drone scout in the base, so that saw everything that was going down. And yeah, we'll see what these what he decides to do now. Roro throwing down that hatchery again at his natural expansion. Spire is going to go up, but now Casey is in a little bit of trouble because he didn't go in as far with his Marines and didn't do as much damage. Yeah, he stopped that hatchery from going up, but he only killed a couple of drones, didn't kill a lot of Zerglings. All in all, he delayed that hatchery for a long time, but he really didn't do a ton of damage. At the same point, he did not take an expansion himself, and he still doesn't have much in terms of higher tech up. So he is starting his factory, starting his second barracks, but he does not have as much of a lead as I thought he would. Following that, I thought he had such a huge potential that he had the chance there to even take the whole game down, but decided to retreat to that potential Zergling run by, and just try to play it in what he thought was the safest manner possible. Academy going up as well for Casey, and yeah, he's just going to go for a traditional medic marine build here. Maybe that factory is just going to be there to produce some vultures and try and put some more harass on. But the Spire should be completed pretty soon, and we should be able to see some Mutalisk play pretty soon here. Yeah, the Spire is just about complete. And then we'll get to see Roro's Mutalisk Micro. And he doesn't have a second gas yet here, but he is still going to be able to get these 5, maybe 6 Mutalisk. I couldn't tell how many eggs were there at the natural, but it's either 5 or 6 Mutalisks. And it doesn't look like Casey has a lot. He certainly doesn't have a second base, doesn't have an engineering bay. He's got Marines and medics, but no engineering bay yet, which could be problematic. I don't know what he's thinking. He's got a vulture here in the attacking Roro now, and he's going to be able to micro that against any number of Zerglings. It's a slow vulture, but I think that those are all slowlings as well. But the Mutalisks do come out, and they're just going to usher this vulture away. And Casey should really just run around as long as he can with that vulture, force the Mutalisk to follow it. That would really be the way to do it. Engineering bay going up now. And that vulture does go down, so the Mutalisk and the Lings are going to be coming in now. And this is going to be a huge part here for Casey to both defend himself against the Lings and at the same time defend his economy from the Mutalisk harass. There is definitely a good number of Mutalisks coming in. That looks like 5 or 6 Mutalisks, so he's going to have to be careful if there's some good Mutalisk micro here. One Marine goes down. He's doing a pretty good job, not taking too much damage. Those Marines are not being stimmed. Do they not have stim, or what the heck is going on? Okay, yeah, they do have stim. That was very confusing. But good Mutalisk micro here, taking down a lot of Marines. Only 4 left actually. And no, it looks like all those Zerglings went down so fast that Roro wasn't able to do as much damage with his Mutalisk as he would have preferred to do. Probably should have waited a few seconds for that 4 or 5 extra Mutalisks that were coming in. Now he's just going, or Zerglings that were coming in. Now he's coming in straight with the Mutalisks, just attacking. And there's still 3. Those Marines are doing a lot of damage, and there's just so many